After a lot of requests, I finally played a main scene server solo. This server is one of, if not the most difficult in my region. It's full of big clans, skilled players, and professional grubs. I knew I was in for a challenge on this one, and the server definitely delivered. Here's a teaser. A new wipe, and I'm back. This time around though, I'm on a main server, something I've not done for a long time. I normally play fortnightly and monthly. This should get to 600 pop. It's just wiped, and I'm not going to build somewhere easy, so I might uninstall by the end of this. Well, in the interest of making this really hard for myself, I'm not going to build somewhere quiet. I intend to put my base somewhere that's just anarchy. It's either going to be out the right of airfield or up north at missile silo. I'm thinking missile silo because it's got a labs, and I'm going to need labs to get all of the stuff I need to build my base. I'm actually going to beat everyone to my build spot. Quickly though, if you like what you see, this solo content, hit that subscribe button. I do hate asking, but it really does help the channel. Somewhere around here is the play. It's like a little shoreline. I can get a base on the flats, and I can get to labs and rig really easy. I think we'll find a spot around here, chuck our base down, we'll go from there. I'll be honest, I'm unsure what the dynamic of this server's like after not playing it for a year. This could be a story-driven video, or it could just be me being a pest. We'll find out soon. I'm also pretty happy with my base design progress. I'll show a lot more of it in this video because I don't think it'll change much. While we've got the rare chance, I'm just going to get a bunch of quick farm because I am going to need it. I'm going to use this horse. I'm probably not going to be able to get it in the next hour or so. Alright, nice. Base is stone. I'm going to go get an animal, get some metal frags, and I think we'll be good for whatever's about to come. Well, that's not taking long. I've just made my furnace. I need to stop these guys building if I can. Oh, here we go. Could they be any closer? I'm starting to get flashbacks of the last video. Well, we have a problem. There's a 5-man building right next to me and they're on my doorstep with bows, so... yeah, this one's going to be interesting. I don't have a second exit. Now, just when I thought things were going a bit too well, I ended up having a 5-man build a base right on my doorstep. They decided to door camp me with bows, which slowed all of my progression and I only had one exit to my base. I must admit, I have been in worse situations than this before, but it was going to require some magic to salvage this situation. Well, they're still there. I was hoping if I went AFK for a bit they'd leave me alone, but that would be too easy. I need to sink all of my base's resources into just griefing them to try and make them leave. It's really the only chance. They're going to get it anyway when they inevitably raid me, so that and get my resources at night. How to be annoying 101. This is what it's come down to, hitting trees in the pitch black dark. To be honest, I think they might be scared that I'm going to try TC grief them, which, like, to be honest, I'm going to do that anyway, but like, they got one guy on the doorstep with the Yoka just locking me down while the other 4 are out farming for their main base. Oh, I had to hit one shot and I would have got away with it all, but this slowly wears them down. What is going on? There's another base being put down right at my doorstep. I wonder if they're friends. Surely they can't be. If they are, that's 7. Hopefully they go to war with each other, because I can work with that. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Death by 1,000 cuts. A few more of these and I reckon I'll be able to get to them. If that doesn't get to them, I don't know what will. They're probably all scheming about how they're going to satchel the wall out of my base. Honestly, I'm just a menace, what can I say? I was surrounded by groups on all sides and we were all at war with each other. We completely stalled each other's progress, but the thing you need to understand about some of these groups is they get careless because they think they have numbers, and people like me will capitalize on those opportunities, and you're about to see these guys make one of those mistakes.
You a bitch. It's alright, bro. Can I have 100 wood, actually? Can you give me 50 wood out of my own base? Can I have 50 wood, bro?
Well, that was fun. To be honest, I was quite surprised that they made a mistake that careless. They weren't mechanically bad players, but I think they just got overconfident. That was one problem taken care of. The issue though was that door. It was wooden and I was going to Ioka it out. I knew I was never going to finish the eco raid though because the other trio would run over and counter. I took an Ioka, some ammo, and let them finish the raid for me because I knew I had the control of all the other doors. My primary focus now was on them. I don't think this guy is aware that I've actually gone deep on this base. I could just pixel glitch my body out and get the loot that way, but I actually want to use the base as like a backup, so I'll get through this door as much as I can. They're going to come over and kill me, but all that's behind here is my next door and bags. Why do something for yourself where you can just manipulate people into doing it for you? There you go, now I've got a spare base. I need to get rid of these guys as well though if I'm ever going to put a main base down. So it's time to start doing to them what I did to these guys. Hopefully they leave. I'm just gonna keep coming back until I wear them down. I know it's not particularly flashy footage, but this is how you wear these groups down. You just grind on them. Death by 1,000 cuts. So the duo in this base coming from the river are allied with the trio behind me in the 2x1. They help each other out. They must be friends, but they don't build together. Hopefully I break them soon, because I'm actually running out of space in my base. I need to make it bigger, but I need to farm for that. To farm for that, they need to be gone. Wait, what's going on here? There's no lock on this base. They've moved. I was coming over the door camp because I waited for night, but they've just grabbed everything and left in the night. That's funny. That's actually hilarious. I can finally farm. To my surprise, I now owned this little flat piece of land. The 5 men I'd gone deep on, the trio had left and I never seen the duo again. That's not to say though that people weren't passing through the area because this was the highway to the lake for food. I now had owned 3 bases, only one I built, but I really needed to farm because my base was running out of space. I'd been so preoccupied with my 1 square of territory, I really needed to scout further around me. I needed to see who I could exploit for guns and resources and what big potential threats were possibly looming. Well, finally I have some brief respite. There's no one around me anymore and I've put a 2nd floor on the base and I've got another box, but I need to go look around and see who's who. I need to know what I'm up against. I haven't really explored anything, so let's go do that. This little area is prime real estate because, like, Labs is just off the cliff there, and HQM Quarry's up the other end of the river, and it's a river. I got a feeling like a big Zerg base is just going to pop up overnight, but we'll see how it develops. Oh, I did not expect that. I can't complain. I haven't even really gone down there yet, but he's got lab loot on him, and labs is going to be a big part of this fight for me because I need a lot of auto turrets. Ooh, a gun. I did not expect him to have a gun. I'm going to try and get what I can off these guys. I feel like they're just a bit oblivious. There's a fair few of them, but they're just like PvEing, just oblivious to the surroundings. They might be Chinese in like a cafe or something, can't hear anything. But that base has gone up pretty quick, and there's a lot of them. There was some sizable bases going up all around me, and for me to survive, I needed to finish my base. And a big part of my base design is auto turrets, and to get them, I was going to go down to labs. I've got myself a pump and a dream. We're pretty much going to spend most of the rest of this day down the labs. I need it for my base. It's going to be contested, but on this pop, it should be respawning like super quick. Really curious what he's seen on his screen then. He stood out. I'm going to go depot. I think we'll bring the double barrel back because I do actually want to save the pump. I don't know how that killed him, but I'll take it. They're everywhere, there's just always people here.
Talk to me. Do you have anything to say? It's fun to be all talk, but I won't be here forever. Rough time to be a lost soul, I'm sure, but we feel the same. Death will bring friends and
The new launcher. That is a box of pretty much being down labs for like 5 hours. I can't show you all of my loot stashing tricks because viewers of this channel also do play my servers, but I had a lot of loot and it was about 5 hours of labs, and with the high pop the respawn was just so quick. But the one thing I didn't have was a base. It was time to start fortifying it in the event some of these bigger groups decided to pay me a visit. I've said it before, I don't show much of the build, but this time around I'm actually going to show some of the build. I'm quite happy with how this base is coming along. It might not change much from this. I won't go into too much detail, I won't put you to sleep, but there are a lot of people that comment on my videos asking for a build video, so I'll at least give you the bare minimum so you roughly know where to start. I like to build at night because I don't have anyone to defend me, and I forgot to make a hammer, but you just do this footprint off the side of the base and that allows you to do the shell. And that's why I build at night. In the actual video, I'll probably only condense this down to 3 minutes. We're just going to speed run it, and one day there will be a full build video for all you building enthusiasts. That's the footprint of the shell. Another thing I like about this base is the elevation of the foundations don't really matter because you put the auto turrets up for the inner peaks 2 floors high, so you can go up and down with elevation and use half walls to fix that. I'll show you one external peak setup. The thing I like about this is it's only 3 externals, not 4, because it's a triangle footprint. Sometimes you have to play with the elevation on these, but as long as you get the basic layout, it's fine. After you put the guard hut down, you can raise the foundations or lower them, it doesn't matter. I raise them because I put ramps on them so I can shoot into my compound if I get raided. But the next step's just a mini Satori disconnectable. And the thing I like about this base the most is you can build it in any elevation, whereas a lot of YouTube bases you just need like flat ground. Once all your externals and gate huts are down, you just fill your inner core in like so and put ladder hatches in each corner of the triangle. And then afterwards, you kind of end up with something that looks like this. This base was born out of the Death Blossom on YouTube. This is heavily modified from that video, but if you want a basic idea, go YouTube that. This base I've actually survived like 150 rocket raids from against Zerg, so it's perfect for online raid defense. I read all the comments on my YouTube videos, and I hear you building enthusiasts. At some point in the future, I will do a build video on this base, but for now, my base was in much better shape. And an idea had popped into my head the second I'd seen the new homing missile videos. I needed some endgame items, some kits, AKs, all that sort of stuff, and I feel like I'd come up with a pretty good idea on how to be an absolute rat. It involved submarines, boats, cargo ships, and oil rigs, and that was how I was going to get my loot. It did take me a while to perfect this little strategy, but once I got it down, it's pretty much borderline unstoppable. Well, my new neighbours have been sitting up on their roof shooting at me and everyone, and they have a scrappy, so I know exactly who to test this little homing missile on. They're like scrappy roaming. They all get in, fly somewhere, fight, get back in, fly somewhere, fight. I respect that, but I'm still going to try to shoot it down. Got to get the getaway horse in position. Now, what? I thought it'd be a one-shot. Alright, so my plan. I have a submarine. If anyone does rig or cargo, I can shoot the boats with torpedoes, but if they do it with a mini, I can just surface and shoot it down with a homing missile. I haven't really tested this even on a test server. I don't know about the positioning yet, but you can learn with me. I'm going to test it with my boat first, because I don't really want to lose my sub just yet. I'm onto something here. If you can do this with a sub, I don't know how you counter this.
Saying everything I've said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. The less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found bliss in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Just like before.
I messed that one up. Like, you can only deviate off the target for a second. You pretty much lose it at the speed the helium's go up. But I was worried about that freaking boat. I will get another one. Oh, what? I got scammed. I crashed. Still counts. It took me a while to perfect it, but I really don't know how you stop that if you're in a mini and the player positions himself perfectly. Now, I'd been down labs, ratting or rig, I was doing it all, and I needed to convert some of this loot to scrap. I went and got a car, headed to outposts, but on the way I noticed that a lot of these groups were really getting active. I was going to see what I could get out of them, and during this, I ended up making an enemy. I need some scrap. I'm going to go recycle everything. I actually think I might even have enough scrap to get an attack heli at the end of this fight. I also need a SAM site. There's some big bases going down next to me. I need to protect myself from MRS. Speaking of attack helis, I've just realised how vulnerable I am doing this now. I'm probably going to have to start doing this at night as well. Editor Hugo here. For some reason the audio in this clip is corrupted, but this was the scrap I got from recycling. I had this plus the 2000 I already had in my base. Alright, I'm going to get this scrap back to base. There was pretty much a raid as I was leaving my base. I'm going to go suss it out. It's probably over, or nearly over. I might be able to get a few scraps.
Oh no, I hope there's no naked there.
Is he talking about me? They actually left some stuff behind. I don't even know what just happened. Like, the fact I just walked out of there, I'm just pretty much going to put those guns, like, straight into a vending machine and just sell it for sulfur. Because I do want to start raiding later, but I don't have any sulfur. Now I've been a little bit busy after that little grub attempt. I've constructed this giant tower. I actually think I can parachute off of this onto cargo ship and probably onto everyone's roof around here, so we're going to get up to no good with this thing. Now that decision to sell guns for sulfur comes in really handy later because I end up going to war with someone on this lake. But for now, I had a brand new sky tower and a parachute and a dream. I was going to see what I could do with it. I can 100% make cargo, I reckon, but it's obviously going to be hard to get on there. But the plus side is if they shoot me out the sky, my body just falls in the water and I can just swim out and get my loot. So there's just literally no risk to it, so I might as well give it a go. I've been spotted already. I pretty much have to do this as it spawns. Like, if there's people on there, I just don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, that's about how I thought it was gonna go. Right, we'll try something a little more achievable, like a base around here or something. Let's try them. I don't think they have turret shit, I think they're just still building.
Hey man, can you let me up by any chance?
They're literally building their base. What even just happened? They're probably wondering where their loot's gone. Like, they've either just started building, they're rebuilding, or they haven't moved any of their loot over because there wasn't much in there, but I'm not going to complain because it was free. I come to learn that base was a part of a 5-man group moving into the river. They had a couple bases on that lake, one of which was supposed to be some sort of farm. They came over with a HV rocket trying to spook me, then they started to door camp me. I had a little fight on my hands. They're doing some like satchel eco raid on the slabs base, but I want that loot. Just always one on their roof, every time. Well, that's definitely going to annoy them. So like in my downtime off camera, I farm for this base, and I've been slowly acquiring sulfur, and I've been selling guns through my vending machines. I've actually got quite a bit now. I'm going to turn it all to rockets. I think I might be able to get like 30 rockets maybe. And I reckon I'm going to try raid them. I'm pretty sure there's 5 of them. It's going to be hard, but we'll see how we go. So that base I seen earlier, it's just someone trying to mess with them. Like, they haven't shot a rocket from it. It's not a raid base, but the guys I'm trying to raid, there's 5 and they got AKs, so yeah. It might be one of the more harder ones I've done, but I'm just torn. I can either raid them from the cliff and try shoot a long rocket, or I can raid them from the ground. But if I go from the ground, I'm easily countered. But if I go from up here, not so much. I'll be able to get a raid base down. They wouldn't hear me build it. So I'll make the decision as I come over with the rockets, I suppose. Now, I was going to attempt to raid this 5-man. They had AKs, they were all online, and it was going to be tough. Picking the raid spot, though, was a struggle. The terrain was bad, and I was very open to being countered from the cliff. I wasn't overly optimistic about this one, but I like a challenge. Well, the car's out the front. We've got 2 boxes, one full of boom, one full of build supplies. I pretty much have the only 2 kits I have on me from all rig raiding. We're going to drive over when it's dark and try and raid these guys. Here's the problem. I think they can hear me where I want to put my raid base. So if I'm not quick, I'm pretty much stuffed. The rockets are in the car. I reckon I can drive them away if I do die, but yeah, challenging. The second I put those 2 foundations down, their base light came on. And okay, yeah, no, they've definitely heard me. There's a sub coming back. Alright, they've definitely seen me. They've just parked this sub there, just lighting the whole area up through the floor somehow. We're gonna have to bail this time, and we go back for round 2, but we raid base on the cliff. I'd been caught out, but luckily they showed they knew I was building very early. I was able to withdraw and go back to plan B. This is kind of stupid doing it at daytime, but it'd be a nightmare to navigate these cliffs with night vision. I need to get my car in like a very specific spot. The good part about this spot is they're not going to hear me, and they're probably not going to see me, but I can be counted from the cliff above me, so there's pros and cons to where you raid base, but this at least is better than nothing. That got hectic. I haven't been able to speak. The hard part's coming up though, pushing the base.
door camping. No.
Believe it or not, that last sequence was one of the base owners talking a bunch of crap to me. I was happy to admit defeat on this one, as the odds were pretty much against me anyway, but I was happy with the fight I'd put up. But I don't take defeat too well, and I was going to go back with double the amount of rockets, but as always, nothing goes to plan. I'd been farming like mad to raid these guys again, but they've gone and got themselves offline. Ah! Love it. Now, with the way I wanted to end this wipe, like just going out the window because they've been raided, I need something else to do. And the attack heli. Now, I didn't think I'd be able to get my hands on it, but I have a lot of scrap from when you've seen earlier in the video. And I don't think Face Puncher thought this heli through very well. So I'm going to get one as a solo and see how much damage I can do with it. We're going to end this wipe in style. I made a little compound for it and everything with an auto turret watching the driver's seat so I can protect it. I've got a lot of pipes because I was going to raid the other guys so I can make a lot of rockets. Alright, I'm warmed up and used to it. This thing's ridiculous. This thing is literally OP. Full heavy plate, battle potatoes, 1,000 metal frags and a hammer. If you fill all your slots with flares, you can't die. It's literally unkillable. Unless you like fly over a Zerg base, or get shot by like 7 homing missiles at once. You're pretty much invincible. As OP as this thing was, it was very fun. Time to go out with a bang. I do have a homing launcher on me. It's pretty much going to be impossible to hit this guy in the air. Nah, it's like borderline impossible to hit one of those rockets mid-air. He does have a gunner though, and I don't. God, I wish that killed him. He ain't coming back. That's the end of my helicopter joy, I guarantee you. Oh no! How did I survive that? I literally flew over a rendered-in Zerg base. Like, this thing is literally unkillable. If anyone's taken my heli out, it's me. There you go, you can't parachute after ejecting. I must say, this was a very different wipe from the norm. I hadn't played main for a long time. To be honest, I was expecting a lot more Zergs and raids and all that stuff, but people just weren't raiding. I'll be going back to my fortnightly or monthly servers next wipe, and I want to find the biggest Zerg I can and try and piss them off. Until then, I'll see you next time.